Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. So we are discussing research methodology subject. So today we'll see research problem. In detail we are going to see. Entire concept I am going to cover: defining problem, what is problem, how to identify the problem, what are the techniques to be used and how we have to measure it, what are the precautions are to be taken while defining a problem. Do you know that proper identifying the problem is half done? So that is why proper identification. How do we start the research? First of all, we have to define the problem. Then only we can start our research. So that is why how to identify problem. So for identifying a problem, most of the researchers, they are depending on the supervisors. Whatever supervisor says, this is the problem, they'll start their work. No, this is not the right way. In fact, the research fellow has to identify the problem, at least 4 or 5 problems, and he has to go for analysis which is the right problem to be taken for the research, thinking about the alternatives, whether the data is available or not, and discussing with the research fellows or otherwise experts or supervisor, and all these things he has to do by himself. Then defining the problem is the work of the researcher, not the supervisor. Anyway, we'll discuss in depth. Problem is, problem is once if you identify one problem, then you can go for the research. This is my problem. Now I want to do research on this problem only, right? So say for example, there are many types of problems we can identify. Say marketing related. I have done one research, impact of in-store advertisement on the consumer behavior. This was my problem. In-store advertisement, when you go to the malls, so in-store advertisement, how it is going to impact on the consumer behavior. This was the problem I have taken. And the second research I have done in PhD, that was the impact of in-store advertisement was MPhil. In PhD, I have taken monetization, demonetization of banks, private banks and also public banks. So both comparison I have done. So that was the problem defined. Means once if you define this problem, then next steps you have to think and what are the literature review available, how it is to be done, and all these things you can plan it. But identifying problem is the main thing. First thing, remember, necessity of defining the problem. What is the necessity? Why do we have to define the problem? Once if you define the problem, then you have to think about the other questions also, like so when we have to start this work and what is the nature of the problem. So for this problem, do we get proper data or not? When we have to start, where we have to start, where we can collect the data, and how we can complete this data, like lot of questions you have to put for yourself. Then you will come to know the clarity about that problem. Once if you get the clarity, you may proceed or you may drop or you may choose another alternative problem. So that is the main important thing, is that you have to define. You have to understand the problem. Then after that it comes to selecting the problem. How to select the problem? Before selecting any problem, you have to consider few points. What are those few points? First thing is that don't choose overdone subject. Overdone subject means already this subject research has done by somebody. Same kind of topic, same kind of subject if you are choosing, there is no use of doing research. So that is why never focus on the overdone subject. Take different subject, take different topic, so that it will be useful. You get a recognition, or otherwise that research will be useful for someone. Okay, you have to make that kind of unique project or unique research. Don't do the overdone subject. And also you have to remember that a controversial subject, sometimes you will find controversial subject. So these type of controversial subjects better to avoid, especially a researcher who does not have much knowledge, medium type of researchers who is new to the research work. Those type of researchers are better to avoid controversial subject. Controversial subject can be taken by only the experts who have good knowledge. They can collect the data, they can complete the work, only those people, experts, extremely experts. Otherwise, it is not advisable, because if you take any controversial subject, completion of the project, completion of that research, it is difficult. So rather than that, you better to take always safe point of view, which is comfortable, which data is available and which is useful. So that kind of data where there is no doubts at all, no complications, that kind of data you take it. And third one, remember that don't choose a problem which is too narrow. Easily you can define it, usually you can work out it. That kind of too narrow or too vague problem, this kind of problems you are not supposed to take. Choose such a problem that moderately you can complete it easily. Too narrow, too vague, no use na. So this kind of problem don't take. And also please remember that whenever you are defining problem, it must be familiar or feasible to the researcher. Suppose say I am a researcher, whenever I am defining data, so I should have somewhat knowledge about that or interest. I am fond of collecting such kind of data. Okay, so that kind of, it must be familiar, means I have some knowledge, and also feasible, easily I'll be able to do that research work. So that kind of problem you have to choose. No idea at all, totally new, what is the use of taking such kind, and it will be difficult for the researchers in the future. Researcher may not continue because he is not familiar, he is not feasible with that data. So never choose such kind of problem. And another important thing is that whenever you are choosing any kind of problem, you have to focus on the cost. If I choose this problem, what would be the cost? How much I have to spend? Approximately. Some calculations you have to do. That cost and time factor, how much time it is going to take. Both are very important. Say I have decided I wanted to do this research work for a period of 2 years. Within 2 years, what I have to do? I have to collect the data. To collect the data, where should I go? And how much I have to spend? Printing, work, or taking the help from experts, how much I have to pay to the experts. Like all these expenses, that is, we call it as a cost. Cost and time factor, both you have to decide it at the time of defining the problem itself only. So you will have clarity. Okay? Never go without this kind of information. And lastly, that preliminary study. Before defining the problem only, you better to go for preliminary study. Preliminary study means a little bit information, a light survey, that we call it as a pilot study also. So preliminary study or pilot study, if you do it, you get an idea whether you have to proceed or not. Blindly if you proceed, 50%, 70% work is completed, but you are in dilemma. So you do not know what to do, how to complete it. Rather than that, you better go for the preliminary study or pilot study. There you get somewhat idea. So that is why these are the things you have to consider before selecting a problem. And after considering all these things, then select proper problem. A problem is started means, a problem is selected means, then you can focus on the how to solve that problem. Problem can be anything. Suppose say, there are some kind of issues in the company. So major problems are with the labor's problems, what kind of problems they are facing it. That could be a problem. You have defined one problem. Take another problem. Poverty in our India, total country. So poverty you wanted to study. So if you wanted to study on that, you have to gather lot of information. Review of literature you have to do. And let us take another problem, the productivity. Productivity of Japan country is more than India. How? This is your problem. For that, what you need to do? You have to study a lot. Like productivity means what kind of productivity? So are you focusing on only the industry point of view? Are you considering any other factors like paddies or agriculture or horticulture, in what way you wanted to measure it. So that could be a problem. Like whatever problem you are choosing it, defining problem itself is very important. Then after that searching is easy. Now if you have selected proper data, proper problem, then next thing it comes to technique involved in defining problem. So what techniques we have to use while defining a problem? Total 5 points you have to remember, 5 techniques you can say. The first thing is that statement of a problem in a general way. What is this problem? In general way you can just talk, or you can just discuss, you can just define it in general way. For this, most of the time researchers will be going for pilot study, a primary survey, so that they get an understanding. Now once if they get an understanding, then after that they can go ahead, right? So that is why statement of a problem in general way you have to identify. Then after that you have to understanding the nature of the problem. You understand the nature of the problem, what kind of problem it is. So the nature is related to the present scenario, is it related to the literature, is it related to the social problem, is it related to the technical or scientific way. What is this nature of this problem? Identify it. Once if you identify, you can draft something in your mind. You can design something in your mind. You will have an idea. So that is why you have to first understand the nature of the problem. Then third point, it comes to surveying the available literature. Whatever data, whatever problem you have chosen, related to that, you have to go for ample literature survey. Literature survey you have to do. The more literature survey if you do, the more information, the more background of that problem you will get it. Say I have done research on banking. So before defining problem, before entering into the problem, I have gone for review of literature. The origin of banks, functions of banks, 14 banks was nationalized, and after that the growth of the banks, privatization of banks, like etc., etc. Lots of review of literature I have done it, because means you get a base understanding. This is the area I am doing it. Review literature, if you are perfect, then you can define the problem, you can go ahead to the procedure of the review, procedure of that total research that you can do. So that is why review of literature is very much important, that is surveying of available literature, maximum, whatever is available, use it, survey it, gather the information, right? So this is the very important point before getting into the problem. Next one, developing the ideas through discussion. When you define the problem, these steps are completed, means fourth thing is that you better to have a discussion with the experts related to the problem. Who are the experts? Who have done already same kind of problem, or who are experts, maybe scientists or research fellows or supervisor, and whoever may be having good knowledge. When I went for banking, so I have consulted directly bank managers, and I discussed, I've taken the appointment, I discussed with them, and after that, once if I get the, if I got the clarity, then I have gone for the problem. So like you have to first developing the ideas through discussion. Discussion will give you clarity. During this discussion, some points, some suggestions you may get. Sometimes alteration suggestions they may give you, means you need to alter the project, or otherwise the problem can be redefined once again. There are many types of methods are there. So that kind of suggestion, that kind of ideas you may get through the discussion. And lastly, important thing is that rephrasing the research problem, means once again review, rephrase that research problem. Finally, before finalizing, so this is the problem I wanted to take. Once again think it, once again review it, once again just go ahead, that whether it is proper or not. Should I do any kind of changes? So is it going to work out? Like rethink, rephrase it once again. Once if you have done all these methods, then your problem is ready. Problem is ready means you are ready to proceed for the research. That's it. Take down or take a screenshot. Hope it is clear. Research problem, how to identify problem, what are the precautions you have to take, what areas you have to focus, what are the techniques you have to use it. This we have discussed. In the coming classes we will see more. Stay connected. There are many subjects already covered in our channel. Check out the playlist, check out the description box, use it. Everything is free of cost. And don't forget to share these videos. It may be helpful for someone who is interested to study. They may develop their career, right? So stay connected, study well throughout the semester, throughout the year, and revise before exams. Follow this technique, you will be the topper always. Good luck.